Hi friends, in this video I am going to be taking you with me to build a hobby room for The Sims 4. The vibe is a cozy little room in the Sims house where they can just retreat and do their hobbies in peace. The overall vibe is just going to be cozy, but I'm also going to try and incorporate some autumn furnishings and decorations. I'd like to welcome you to this channel and let's start our cozy quest together. Okay, so I've already built the outline of the room that I want to make. And we are just making a room today. I don't want to do a whole house build. I'm just going to do this room. And we should probably start with just making, the windows and the doors as is kind of standard. And I'm kind of imagining that this is like a little cottage, a little tiny cozy cottage. And maybe there's not a lot of room in this cottage. So this is kind of just their little nook that they can retreat to get cozy in. Oh, one thing I did want to do, which was part of the build, was just to raise that by 1 and delete the walls. Do I want it by 1 or 2? I think maybe 2 would be better for what I have planned there. Yeah. Okay, cool. And then, yeah, windows we should probably get as well. I'm thinking we want like quite a lot of glass here because the vibe that I'm thinking about is like rainy days, rainy cozy days and nights when you want to kind of look out and see the coziness. But I don't want anything too overbearing at the same time. Okay, I'm going to use these, which are actually custom content. And basically this whole nook here is going to be windows. And we should probably paint too. I'm thinking like a sage green for the whole room, which I think looks nice. Floor wise, I kind of wanted to go with carpet, but I think actually if it was a hobby room, you would probably want it to be wood because it would be easy to clean. This I'm actually going to tile, and I will show you my idea for it. It actually might not work the way I intended it to, but I had a cozy idea for it, so. And what we also need to do is just do the foundation trim as well, the platform trim, which I think I'm just gonna match. Will it match the walls? I don't know if I can find the exact colour. I think that one will probably do. It's close enough, I think. Okay, so I think here we're gonna need a desk because a desk is pretty essential in a hobby room. Because there may be other workstations that you can have, but you kind of still need your initial desk. And I think actually we might put it here because then it would be a nice view while you're hobbying away. Let's just check the other colours. Yeah, I think maybe this would be a nice colour. Like a richer kind of wood would be nice. So let's also get a desk chair. And again, if you're spending a lot of time and you're hunched over doing your hobbies, you want something comfortable. So I don't know if something like this is going to cut it. I don't know whether I should go for something like this would probably be better. We can mix this up as well, so maybe pink and green can be the theme. In fact, that's probably something to consider with this. We should probably leave it green because that is one of the themes of the room. So I think as a hobbyist you would also need your computer for reference on most things. And I'm just gonna go with the gaming PC setup because I think it would be probably something a hobbyer would want. I think a lot of people work with 2 screens now as well. I don't think it's like reserved for gamers and stuff. Maybe for now we just add this little Bluetooth speaker thing. And we're probably going to need a desk lamp because I assume if you want to take a better look at things, you're going to want a desk lamp. So we need to find one. That one is actually really cute. I do like this one, but unfortunately it just takes up a lot of room. But I think we can probably use the same. Yeah, we can. So we can use the same idea that we do with the counters, and we can just move it around to where we need it to be. I think it needs to go just possibly forward a smidge. There we go. And we can flash that out in a little bit. So maybe we should just start by picking out the actual hobbies that we want to do. I definitely had knitting in mind and cross stitching as well, so I think we're definitely going to use those 2. I'm probably going to want, I don't know, I do like the ones with the patterns, I think. Ah, and yarn as well, so we want these 2. I'll pick those colours. And I'm not too worried about functionality in this, so I'm not thinking about actually using it, I'm just thinking about the aesthetics of the build. Okay, so for this wall, I am thinking maybe we bring this out a little bit and we will make this a kind of recessed literal book nook. I have these cases that I got from a custom content pack, which I am considering. They are quite similar to these, but they just have a bit of a different vibe to them. So we need the smallest ones really. They never fit right, I find. But I don't think that's the actual bookshelf issue, it's just a wall issue in The Sims. So yeah, let's put them together. Clipping there. Okay, and then the books are all here. I think we have to put in the shelves, don't we? Yeah. Shelves are here, and we just build them up, I believe. Oh, we have to lift them up. Okay, so. Okay, now we can put our books on the actual shelf. And we just have to mix up a little bit, I think. Okay. And it does come with this cute little ladder as well, which I thought was amazing because obviously if you did have a room like this, you're gonna need a little help to get to all those books. So just gonna rest it there. So that's our little book place. Maybe we could do with a nice little lamp here where there's a little bit of space. something cozy. Okay, so I've gone for that light, which is a standing orb, and then I think we should look about some window coverings as well, because you would want to shut those windows at night. I don't think it would be comfortable to have them open when you're kind of sat in the dark. Okay, I've gone with these, which are some CC, which are fabric smart blinds. So when your sim, like when you're in game, it will pull the blinds down at a certain time and then raise them at like 6 in the morning or something. But I thought they'd be a nice fit because you can kind of just close them. You can imagine that they would just be closed like when it's nighttime and you want to be cozy. But in the day you might want them open so you can like see out and stuff. So we're going to go with that. What we can do is maybe clutter up this desk a little bit, just give it a bit more life. We can add some books and some bits and pieces. We can add this little mug. We can also add this cute little boba cup. This is one of my favourite things that came out of the gaming pack. And we can add that because most people know that you got to have 3 drinks at one time. That's just how it goes. Also this little pen set or pencil set. We'll kind of just clear up the desk and then we'll move it and see where we want to place things. Okay, we've got a few things on the desk now, so we might as well move it out and just do a bit of a rejig. And every now and then I'll just move it back to kind of test where everything's sitting, make sure everything's where it should be. Okay, let's see how that looks. That's pretty good, I think. I think maybe we could get away with a little plant or something. Yeah, at the back. Maybe something a bit taller that we can see from behind the screen. What about this one? This one's cute. Let's put it that side. Okay, that looks pretty cute, I think. That looks like a normal cluttered desk. I'm going to put a cute little seasonal wreath on the door as well, just because it's cute. What we do need is a nice comfy rug in here to make it a little bit cozy, I think. I do love the faux fur rug. And I do like it in green. So maybe we could pop that in here. I don't know if it's too big that size. No, oh, actually it's perfect. Perfect. Okay. Nice. So my idea, I'm just going to crack on with this, I think. The idea for this is a raised fireplace. I am thinking I might have to bring it back in one because I think it might be actually too far away. Maybe I could just... Oh no, that's gonna... Yeah, okay, let's do this. But do you see the vision? Again, not sure if I want a full fireplace or just like a little log burner or something. I think this is cute. Obviously it's not matching the room at the moment. Maybe a more stone one would be better. And maybe it would be better if this was actually stone as well. This platform trim. Maybe like that, because then it would be similar. We could even change the floor, I guess. It doesn't have to be what we've picked out here. It'd be difficult to find something that matches though. That's kind of similar. I don't know, I kind of want to raise the room so it doesn't stick out, but I just feel like if you get the vision Actually, let's just try. Let's see. It's gonna mess up my windows, but that's fine. I just thought it was maybe cozier that way. Okay, but yeah, let's do it like this. So if we start a little candle collection here, I think this will be super cute. It doesn't always work out, you know, you see inspiration or like things on Pinterest and then try them in The Sims. It doesn't always work out, but I always think it's nice to try, because you might discover new ways of building stuff anyway in this way. I'm going to change that to green, and I don't know, I feel like we could do with more candles. Maybe this set would be quite good. Ooh, nice colours as well. So maybe if we bring this one over here and they can chill together, and these can go here. I think that's super cute. Maybe we should change it to night as well, so we get the full coziness. And then I'm thinking we just need somewhere to lounge out, somewhere to relax. I was maybe thinking something like this, but I don't know if it's the right setup for this. This is kind of cute. I don't know. You don't want something too overbearing in this room as well. Has to be small enough to squeeze in here. There is this big cuddle chair, which is again CC, which might be a nice little addition. I do like the pink checkered style. And we can kind of just make it angle the little smidge so that it's more enclosed in the room. I like that, that's cute. Then we need a plant in that corner, I think. What plant should we use? Decisions. Oh, I do like this one. This is one of my favourites. It's kind of hard to place with the leaves as they are, but it is one of my favourite ones. We could just move that there. Oh, no, actually. There is fine. We're just going to ignore the stuff that's clipping. We're going to pretend that's not the case. Okay, I'm actually going to try and make the space for these as well as like tiny little pumpkins. They can be amongst the candles. We can maybe get some other ones, like some other coloured ones and sizes maybe to this side. Or maybe those ones should go in front. Okay, let me rearrange. Maybe this candle can go on the desk, because I don't feel like we didn't really have a candle, so maybe that can go in the corner. And that means that we can have a little bit of a pumpkin collection here. Oh, actually fits perfectly there. And these can just be slotted alongside here. Very cute. We should also have somewhere maybe behind. Yeah, we could actually face it that way, couldn't we? Because it would still be cozy. Maybe just like a tad off. And then a kind of side table here so that you can put like a drink or something there. would be the best one? This is actually super cute. I might put that there. I don't know if I want to use it as a table though. Because I was going to put a poof on there, but yeah, I don't know if I'm going to use that one. Put some nice little decorative pillows. Could downsize this just a smidge. We do also have these. These are from some CC that I downloaded too, which are just little mushroom candles. They can go there. I think a bit more clutter as well, like boxes, and I'm gonna downsize them. But again, if you have a hobby room and you're kind of stuck for space, things do accumulate very quickly. Got a little bit of a book here that someone's reading. And we can also place some bits and pieces on that. There's an energy drink, which I think completes the trio. So you've got one for energy, one for hydration, and then one just for fun usually, which I'm going to assume is the hot drink. We've also got these say the CD pile, but we're going to pretend it could be, well, it could be CDs. It's just building up as well, collecting CDs. Oh, what we could do is put the pegboards and then some shelves on the pegboards. That would actually be perfect. Okay, and I think we should pick pink because we've already got this green background and we should fill some of the space. And then yeah, these are the corresponding shelves. In green or in pink to complete it. I think maybe in pink because obviously we've got the green. There we go. We've got a little mixture there. Okay. Oh my god, I'd never noticed this before. Good gravy. Okay, that means that we can put lots of little bits and pieces on here too. I've got another CC pack where I've got like astronomy bits, so I might pop a couple of those on there. Some cool globes and stuff. Actually, the globe would be the here, yeah. Oh, I do love this little statue, so I think I am gonna put it there. Might make it a little bit smaller. Doobie. We could also have books on there. I don't think there's anything against having books. You can never have too many of them. What about some more plants? That one's cute. Is that the one we put over there? It is. Okay, we've got... Well, I'm not really a fan of duplicating the plants. That one is a cute one. I like that one. We just need another one for the other side, I think. That one's kind of too big. That one might be fine. I think maybe if we swap this... Oh, okay. Not the whole shelf, but... Then, yeah. And then we just need to kind of fill it with other stuff. This is like some CC that says a witchy jar, but we could kind of just make it look like a terrarium or something. I'm going to put these books here. Maybe a little teapot, like a ceremonial teapot. Ah, I did want some of these because they're good clutter. Also put some glasses here, like reading glasses. And then maybe if we can squeeze some pictures in somewhere, that would be good. We can just kind of fill up the walls with bits and pieces. Again, more CC that I've got is like some diagrams of butterflies and stuff, which I think would be quite cute actually. We pop these up here. Maybe those 4. And then some other diagrams here. Maybe that will go above the door. That one there. I think actually maybe we should condense this. Should we like delete that side and move things over? Do we think? We can add some final touches. I think it just looked a bit bare, so we need to like condense some stuff together. Maybe this vase. Oh, and a Grogu. Yeah, I feel like we maybe have to put Grogu there. He won't go on the other side, which is really annoying. Oh, okay, there we go. Fixed it. Oh, I didn't know you could do that, okay. Well, then we might be able to squeeze a few more bits in them. I kind of like the cluttered look. Just makes it feel a bit more lived in. Didn't do the computer tower. So, oops, the computer tower is going to go at the back. So I guess we're going to have to bring this out again. And it'll have to go there. Yeah, I totally forgot about the computer tower. That's fine. Well, that's there now. Oh, the little ghost in a jar. Love that. Put that there. I think that'll do. There's a few bits and pieces on there. Maybe these little paper, little tissue things. These are very cute. We could put a couple of these just like around here. Maybe like this here. Okay, so I've decided to change this up. So I changed that back to cream instead of pink or green. And I've made it go across this way rather than like the way it was because it looks better this way, I think. I think it was just too much wall space. So I think we just need a cozy lamp, I think. And I would say, oh, I do like the little cat. But is the cat, I don't know, I'm going to put that there because we do need a lamp. So we can also bring this out a little bit now. The only thing that bothers me is it's not kind of central to the room. Maybe if we try and centralize it all, we can make it look a bit better. Yeah, I like it. I think we might be missing some fairy lights. Possibly. Okay, those are super cute. We should make this a little bit smaller, I think. It's a bit overbearing. And I dare say that I think it's almost done. I think maybe something in the middle here. Because it's a bit bare. Maybe like a plant that hangs over or something. Oh, that's really annoying that it does that. Yeah, I think that's cute. And I don't think we need any more bits and pieces. If I can squeeze all of these on, I can. Okay. I think that's it, guys. I think this is the hobby room. So I guess let's see what it looks like in live mode and see if there's anything extra we think we need to add to it. Okay, one last addition that I just made that's worth mentioning is I realised that the fireplace is going to be completely inaccessible for Sims in live mode. So what I've done is just create a basement below the fireplace. And I just took these floor lamps they're essentially candles in The Sims, and I just raise them up, size them down one, and then put them underneath where the fire is. So in live mode it does look like this. So it looks like the fire is actually functional, and you can kind of play around. Like we could add another one, maybe just to the left here, just to spread that fire out a little bit so it looks a bit more realistic. But that is one way around it. If you have anything that is going to be inaccessible, or you've built something that's like a fake fire, that's one way around it. So let's sort of see what it looks like close up. Well, thank you for watching, guys. I hope that you enjoyed the final result and you liked the hobby room that we built. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing if you want to see more of my content. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next cozy quest.